Hello everybody and welcome back to Dana's Coloring Obsession. I hope you guys are all doing well and that you're having a good start to your week and that everything is hunky-dory. Welcome to another Monday mashup. I have just a few things to show you and then I'm going to talk to you about some things I discovered, which are fun to me, exciting for me. And then I'm gonna color a little bit with you guys, and I'm gonna show you some whips and all kinds of things. So I'm gonna start off with the two things that I wanted to show you, which it's real easy. I went on Amazon and I was looking for bigger pencil and marker cases because I'm looking to try to consolidate some of my sets. Just so I have more room and, you know, it's just easier to have more things in one place. So I found on Amazon these, and now they're a little huge. And I don't know if I can fit it very well on the screen, but this is a 500 count case for marker. This one's markers or gel pens or whatever, the bigger sizes of things. Of course I would open the side that I don't have anything on. Ugh, sorry, give me a second. I've got the camera as far out as I can right now, so I'm just going to show you one. Okay, so I have some of my Staedtler fine liners and some of my gel pens in here, and it holds a crap ton. There's 5 compartments, and I've got all of my jelly rolls, all of my Staedtlers. What else do I have in here? I don't remember. I just did it. How can I not remember? I'm gonna hit the mic. I'm sorry. Ooh. Oh, I have some Sparkle Pop in here. I've got some Ohuhu glitter markers, more the Graby glitter marker or gel pens, and then all of the shiny glitter Langao here. I have my other regular Langaos are in their own case because I have quite a few of them, and I still have tons of room going, so I'm so excited. It has a shoulder strap since it is so big that you can use, which is amazing, but it also has this handle if you want to pack it around like this. I would say it's the size, if you can't tell, sorry, it's the size of like a laptop bag, one of those soft briefcases, if you will. That's the size that we're looking at here. I know it's hard to tell on camera. Let me zip this up. So that's the marker case, and then I have the pencils case, and it holds a lot. Now this is my second set of Prismas I have, are all my spares and everything. That's why they're all so little and unused. But I have my full set of Prismas, and then I have my full 100 set of Inktense in here. And then I still have this side and then 2 other compartments to utilize here. Like, it's so exciting to be able to consolidate and then be able to have, you know, other cases if I need them, even if I'm, so I can take something, you know what I mean, having a smaller case to travel with or whatever the case may be. But so yeah, really excited about those. And then I wanted to show you something that I was really excited about. I know that you guys, I think I told you in the last Monday mashup that I was having some trouble with my oil pastels because I'm just not very skilled with them yet. And that's what I used as the background for our next color along in the Seasons by Hannah Carlson color along, which is going to come out hopefully in the next couple of days. But I was trying to figure out the best way, this is just a scratch piece of paper, to blend the oil pastels with, I want to keep on saying ink tints because I was looking at them just now. More seamlessly and fluidly without finger marks and the messy rah, that I was creating. And I think I found it. I haven't seen anybody use this, and it might be just a staple that I was not aware of because I'm not an artist. I'm not versed in all of these mediums, you know what I mean? Like I'm just, all this stuff is kind of new to me still, even. But I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but these are 2 different colors, okay, of oil pastels. And I scribbled the dark here and I scribbled the light here. And what I used was just a regular, very cheap, small paintbrush. And Gamsol. It's odorless mineral spirits. You can buy it on Amazon. It's very cheap. I mean, it can be very cheap. You can get it in tiny bottles, and you don't have to use a lot. But all I did was apply the oil pastel. Well, I can just show you. I'll use a different here. And then I just apply the oil pastel like that. And take the, usually I dump this in a tiny little, I just put a tiny bit in a bucket, but I don't have one available to me at the moment. So I'm going to just stick the brush in the Gamsol right now. Just wet your brush with it and look at this. Watch this. I'm so excited. It just moves the ink just like you're painting. And as the Gamsol spreads and pushes the pigment around, it gets less and less able to push it, but you can still work it enough to blend things where you need them to blend, if that makes sense. Now, if you've never used Gamsol or any type of mineral spirits, it's something that you can blend pencils with. A lot of people use those instead of Gamsol mineral spirits of some kind to blend pencils or any other kind of thing. It's like a blender. But if you decide to do it, I want you to not get scared because it's going to show up on the back of your page like this. Don't disregard the little lines there. This, like I said, this is a scratch piece of paper. That's not something that came through. Don't worry. But you see the oil spots are going to show up on the back of your page. It's going to freak you out like it did me the first time because I didn't know. But that when that dries, it'll dry seamlessly. It'll go away and it won't affect the page behind. Or at least I haven't had that experience. But anyways, so yeah, super excited about that. I think I'm going to be using it in on a page for a background in Goblins by Denise Klett. Next month, I'm wanting to do this background. And it's going to be a nighttime scene with these mushrooms and our little goblin friend here. Yes, there's a lot of flowers, but I think I can do like an autumny color palette still. But I will do that with you guys on camera. I was going to do it today in the mashup, but I'm still working out my color palette in my brain for this. It just hasn't come. It's one of those that hasn't come to me immediately, and I want to make sure I use the right colors. But I still wanted to get my Monday mashup out to you guys. So I will be doing this background with you guys with the oil pastels and the Gamsol to see how we can create this seamlessly. Now I know everybody, tons of people have been using the oil pastels and they do a great job, but for me personally, I think this is what's going to work for me, who is not an artist, who has trouble with this kind of thing, who has to learn every little bit and don't have an immediate natural gift, I guess, like some do in the artistic realm. I don't know how to say that. Um, Things are a little harder for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say, than a lot of you, or at least it seems so. Um, Anyways, so I will do this with you with a disclaimer on the video, letting you know that, you know, this is me trying to learn how to use this. And if this is going to be the way I do it, then awesome. I'm going to be so excited that I'll be able to use another medium confidently. So anyways, we'll do that next month. But I wanted to show you and talk about the blend that I got. Like, it's like almost seamless there, and two different colors. And I was so impressed. And it's so easy to do with a small paintbrush that I'm sure you can get into those little areas, you know, and it's still like the pigment's still on my brush. So, you know, it's going to be easy to get into those small places and all kinds of things. So I'm really excited about this little discovery of mine. And I'm calling it a discovery because I haven't seen anybody else use this with oil pastels. So, and there are different kinds of mineral spirits out there, and I don't know that it matters which kind. This is just the one that I have. So there's that. And you don't have to use a ton. So anyways, that was that. I wanted to show you that. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Okay, so I also want to show you what I've been working on. So this is the Mage page for Josh Lee's coloring book that he did. The one that I mentioned before when he was selling it to get funds for the hospital bills for his newborn son, who is home now, by the way. And it was the book. Sorry, the book is called Mystic Realms by Josh Lee, and that's the page I'm doing for the hashtag that was created. I'll put that in the description below, but I started on her hair. I have based everything. It looks pretty rough right now. Based everything. I've got some Calero watercolor there that I'm gonna still I think I'm gonna use some gel pen and outline and make it more snazzy, and then of course do all my pencil work. Try to get this finished tonight if I can, honestly. And then I'm going to put around the edges here, I'm going to use this spider washi tape. I think that'll be fun in the purple background. So yeah, probably going to work on her hair with you guys, because that's where I started with my pencils, my Prismas. And I've been working on, I went crazy last night with Calero watercolors. I did the watercolors for this page. And then I went in, okay, so I'm going to be giving you a confession. I showed you the whip in this book. It was the page, this page. And I was planning on doing this page not just like, but basically following the color palette here. Okay, great, perfect, awesome. So I started with my Albert Durs, and I on the vines here and some of the red elements, the little mushrooms down here, wasn't really working very well. Okay, so I'll switch pencils. Did that. Went to my Black Widows because of all the bright colors, like for the oranges and the pinks and things that I wanted to use. I was excited to, and I thought though that range of color would be awesome for this page. Did the orange guy. Those pencils do not like this paper, or at least the way I use them. So, anyways, I got super frustrated and ripped the page out of the book. I don't generally do that, but it's perforated, and I love this book, but it's not like a Hannah Carlzone. I mean, I don't mean any disrespect. Angela Porter is amazing, and these are amazing pages, but personally, it's not as precious to me as some of the other books are. I'll just say that. So I ripped it out and I decided to do a different page in here because I still wanted to do a page in this book because it's so dang cute. So with my Clear watercolors, I got excited yesterday apparently and did the background in this page and then went to town with my black Jelly Roll glaze on some of the elements and plan on finishing this in the next day or two. And it's super bright. And yes, it's wrinkled and buckled a little bit because the paper is so thin, but I didn't care. I was having a good time, and that's what it's about, right? So I need to finish this up this week. And then I went a step further with my Calero since I had them out and did the magic floaty stuff. I don't know what you call that. The magic floating stuff. Yeah. In this Dragon Spell by Joseph Kattenbang. This is one of my top 25. I said 21 in the video, but I changed it to 25. This is another Dana confession. We'll say. I miscounted and I chose 21 books. On the video, it was supposed to be 20 books that I wanted to finish first, but it was 21 because I miscounted. Anyways, I didn't like the 21 number, so I changed it to 25 and picked more books. So just so you know. But I have not colored a page in here yet. And this one I want to get done before the end of this month for October. Anyways, and I used the Calero on it. And still it's just based everything else. So I need to go in with pencils and get it done and other sparkly bits that I'm going to be using. But yeah, so I need to get that done. But I've worked a little bit more on that. And that is, I think, I did start another page, and I don't know if I showed this to you or not. I can't remember. Joanna Basford's Magical Worlds. This is another one of my ones to finish first. I've been doing a lot of work with gel pens and things that you guys know. So I did a background with the Langau gel pens, and then I started with my Polychromos on a few of the elements. I just barely started. I did the sliced apple and then the pumpkins, but I haven't gotten any farther. I will not be finishing this month, I'm sure, but it'll still work, I think, for November, because it's not particularly Halloween-y. It just has, it does have little potions and things on it, but still just mushrooms and bugs and, moths and stuff and pumpkins and leaves. So it'll totally still work for just a November page. So I plan on getting this finished next month. So that's something I worked on too. And now we can chat and work on my Josh Lee page. So I have my Prismas, and I just have two colors since I based it with a lighter color of my, which ones did I use? I used my Oil Pastels on this page, alcohol markers. And I just have processed red and hot pink here. And then the third color here, I just kind of made it simple, but we can zoom in if you want. Okay, don't look too closely at my flaws here. I gotta get my glasses on. So yeah, hi. I start out my little gab session like Erica from Elm Colors does. Hello. But I already said hi. So, What is going on in my life? My husband just got home from a conference, so that was nice to see him again. He was only gone for 2 days, so it wasn't like he's been gone forever. But still nice to see him. And what else? Everything else is the same with me. And we figured out a way for me to get better sleep. So just having sleep helps you cope with all kinds of things better, so that's been good to be able to sleep. And yeah, so that's awesome. It has been pouring here. I don't know if you guys are aware. Yes, I'm sure I've said before, but I do live in Oregon, which is a very wet state in the US. Very beautiful, very green, very mountainous, hilly, valley, gorgeous, but very wet. That's the reason it is so beautiful, I think, because we get so much rain. But anyways, but yeah, it's definitely fall here. The leaves are bright red behind my house right now and blowing off the trees. And the wind has been howling, and we've had some storms lately, which has been interesting. But we don't get like tornadoes and stuff here, so it was just a windstorm. And surprisingly, my power didn't go out, which was good. But yeah. As far as the hair that I'm doing right now, I just do the flicking motion for hair strands. And because I'm using Prismas, you have to kind of sharpen them often because of the softness of the pencil. Gets quite dull quite quickly. So if you use Prismas on hair, that can be an issue, FYI. And I'm not quite as fancy as some with it, because I don't have several colors or whatever. I every once in a while I do, depending on the page, I suppose, but right now it's not that way for me, which is fine. I still love the hot pink hair. It works. I'm a little nervous about screwing up the eyes because I haven't decided, because she's using magic, like she's doing a spell of some kind or something, right? So technically her eyes could be just glowing. And I thought about that. So that might happen, or I might just draw in, her pupil and iris and all that stuff myself, which is the part that I was saying I was nervous about. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We shall see. I cannot believe, I know I say this all the time, but I cannot believe it is the end of October this week. And I'm super excited about that because my doctor's appointment is the 6th. So it's getting closer. Yay, I'm so excited. Never thought I'd say I would be excited to go to the doctor's, but I am. I am so excited. So yeah, but October, oh my gosh. Where has the time gone? Like this year, we're in the 10th month, for Pete's sake. I don't even understand how that happens. But it has, and it does. And we just keep on keeping on, huh? But yeah, it is definitely fall out there for sure. All right, I need to sharpen my pencils. Give me 1 second. But yeah, so me and the husband are going to have a movie night probably tonight and spend some time together since he's been gone for a few days. So that's going to be cool. I always enjoy hanging out with him. He's not only my husband, he's my best friend. So we enjoy each other's company, which is a good thing, right? So yeah, so that'll be good. Not really doing much else. I did get to see my parents last Tuesday. That was good. I think I told you guys about that. I'm not sure. And I'm not really doing a rhyme or reason to this. I'm just thinking about lighting a little bit, not too much, and where I want like my little highlights to look, you know, like it's shining on her hair is what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't know for a fact if that's what's happening, but well, you know. Anyway, where is my little wipey brush? Because these are Prismas. I'm going to smear it all over my page. Very big tip, if you've just recently purchased Prismas specifically, it's probably a good thing to do with all pencils, but Prismas especially. Always use a big poofy brush, or we all usually use makeup brushes to get the pencil dust off your page, because especially with Prismas, if you do that with your hand, you're likely to smudge the pigment across your page and cause issues. So not a good idea to do with your hand. Okay, well, I have no idea where my makeup brush is that I usually use. It's a big poofy one for like powder. It's like a makeup brush for powder, but this will work for now. It's one of my extra fan brushes that I probably won't ever use else. But anyway, improvising. So yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. So I have, I think, most of my books picked out for my November plans. I have I have my regular Buddy Colors, but I have one new Buddy. But I think I'm gonna be looking for another, maybe possibly one or two more on my plans video. But specifically, this is just me thinking out loud for the future here, while I've got you watching me. I think I've said this before, and I'm not sure if I have or not, so I'm going to say it again anyway. I am probably going to Buddy quite a bit in January. I'm going to be just using my top 25 books to color finish first for January. I think I've decided that I want to try to get some of those books colored in. So I'm going to grab those 25, and that's going to be my plans for January. And I'm going to want to Buddy in quite a few of them. Now, I'm not going to take more than probably 6, because I don't color very fast, and I don't want to I don't want to let anybody down, you know. And if I can't complete it, then I would feel terrible if I didn't get it done in time or whatever. So, but yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think of some clever thing for a hashtag for it. And I think I'm going to, actually, it just came to mind. I'm not going to say it out loud. Not yet anyway. So I need to write it down though before it leaves my brain. But I will in a few minutes here. But Well, I hope everybody has had a successful coloring month now that we're winding down the month, and Halloween is this Friday, for Pete's sake. Crazy, crazy. I oh, another hot topic in our color tube world, the color cubes from Sarah Renee Clark. You guys have seen me use them over and over, and I know that it is a hot topic in our community right now, because she has come out with brand new set of 4 cubes that have tabs and a different box so that they're more easily accessible. And she's taken like 100 cards out of the first one and added cards to the first one, and has all new ones in 3 and 4. I say first one, the first 2, 1 and 2. And some people are really upset about that or annoyed, either or, which is kind of understandable, and I'll explain my perspective here in a second. But also, I also know that she's changed. I watched her video. She has a video, by the way, that I will link below in the description. But and she explains why, what her thought process was behind creating the new card, the new cubes and everything, and what thought process went behind it and everything. But my take on it is, I am a little okay. I have, like I said, I have 2 takes on it, really. I'm on both sides of the fence. For me, I'm irritated because I have the old ones, and now I want the new ones because I want the new cards. I want the tab system. If you recall, if you watch my channel, you will have seen me talk about the color cubes and wanting tabs, some kind of organization. And then I bought a CD 500 slot CD case and put them in that so that I could see them better. And I was, so I'm excited that she's done this, but I don't really want to pay $140 when I have half of the set, when I already paid for the first 2. And because it was for Mother's Day, it was only this year that I got them. I'm wondering if I might be able to ask for a discount on a partial discount. And if I can't, I don't know that I'm going to be purchasing them. If anything, I'll only purchase 3 and 4. I won't get the whole set if I can't get a discount. If I can get a discount because I got them this year, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, so don't quote me on that. I don't know yet. I haven't reached out yet. But if I can, then I'm probably going to get the new whole set, the 1 through 4, because I use them a lot and I really like them. And I'm one of those people that don't want anything in a digital form. Yes, I use Pinterest for inspiration, but not really for color palettes, more of shading and technique. And I guess I can tend to look at colors and stuff sometimes, but I don't know. That's why if I can't get a discount, I'll probably, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I understand because of her video what she's doing and what she did with her wanting to change them and what, why she's doing what she did. But I'm also, like I said, irritated about my personal situation, and that I just received them for Mother's Day this year, and now they're going to be out of date and, you know, I don't know. They still work. They're still going to be the same color cubes that I had before. So it's not like I can't use them because there's a new one. But I don't know. Anyways, that's how I feel about it. It's just my personal opinion. Um, we'll see if I get them or not. I don't know. I haven't even been paying attention to whether you guys can see what I'm doing or not. Professional YouTuber here, you know. But yeah, anyways, I'm not, please don't, and no one please take offense to anything I said about the color cubes. I know, like I said, that it's a hot topic and a lot of people have very strong opinions both ways, good and bad, about the situation. You know, about, not the situation, it's not a situation, about the new color cubes and everything. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just telling you how I feel about it, and what I'm planning on doing, depending, you know, on what's going to happen when I reach out to them. But yeah. Anyways, regardless, they're an amazing product, and I'm very thankful for them. As a colorist that doesn't necessarily have, you know, the artistic background and stuff, I utilize those a lot, and I really like the color cube. It's awesome. Color cubes, and Sarah Renee Clark is amazing. I am subscribed to her channel and I love her to pieces. So, you know, I'm not casting any shade at all towards anyone, you know, whichever way you feel about it. So, like I said, I understand both sides of the topic. I do. So yeah, this is coming along. I'm hoping that I get this done tonight because I'd like to move on and get some other things taken care of and finished before the week is out. The last week of the month snuck up on me. I went through the last week going, oh, I have plenty of time to get that done. I don't have to do that right now. And lo and behold, I look at the calendar last night and I'm thinking, oh Lord, I only have 1 week until this month is over. And I have this, and this that I still want to get done. And I'm just like, there's just never enough time and body availability. That does not make sense. my body let me do the things that I want to do. Oh dear, what am I doing here? Okay. I guess I'm gonna just extend the light pink there. I'm not paying attention. I need to pay attention rather than just jibber jabber at you guys. I mean, I'm supposed to talk to you, but you know what I mean. Anywho, I don't think that there's gonna be there's just not gonna be a light there. That's fine. Anyways. Oh. But yeah, so this week snuck up on me, guys, and I'm kind of scrambling. I really did not want to end this month with a ton of new whips. It was my goal not to do, and I have gotten quite a bit done that I've been really actually surprised about, honestly. So that's good, but I still have several whips, and I think one of them specifically will be a whip until next year because it's definitely seasonal, and I don't Anyway, you guys will see that in my finished pages as a WIP, and I'll talk about it more then so that you guys aren't getting double whammied with the same information every single video. I want it to be still fun and new and interesting, or at least try to make it that way. So yeah. I don't know what color I'm going to do this crystal thing on her staff. I have a lot of green on the page, so I think it's probably either going to be, it's probably going to be purple. I think I just decided. I think I just decided. Okay. Looky there, you guys. You helped me finish her hair. I'm just going to go right straight through here. So, yeah. Okay, I think her hair is done. Cool. So I'm going to move on to her outfit. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with her bodice thing. I don't even know what those are called. I don't think it's a bodice. There's a specific word for oh, you can't see these things that cinch up on you. What is that called? My brain is blanking. Anyway, I need to figure out what color that's going to be too. Her arm bandage thing. Decisions, but I do know that I'm going to use some gel pen to outline all the swirly bits behind her to make them look more glowy. And then obviously, like I said, I'm going to put this washi tape around the edges because everything is cut off there on the sides. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for today, you guys. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That would help out my little channel tons, and we would love to have you around to talk to color with. And have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.